as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both. And he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits 1 behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
51 yards.
And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Eventually, they'll call it down at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Let's go, hey.
Here's Watson. Trucks over him. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 28 yards.
And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd, 63 yards.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, check back 34.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
These two teams all tied after one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Wait, 20. He's got him to check in. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, check it. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 450.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Watson, off play action. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ozzy. Ozzy. Check.
Here's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton, 66 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Rush in. Regular. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Easy. Mike's 50. Push him back. Mike 50. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Shadow. Mike 50.
Brady looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Colts. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
35, Browns 28. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Much like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point forthcoming. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump start.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Watson looks to throw again. It's caught, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
53, check 53.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's got it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Shot before break. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home. I know not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
He's checking crowd.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
No, 66. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Undercut.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here comes Grant on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st down, it's Watson. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Check 4. Here we go.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Watch his flag. Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. Let's go. Switch. Jim.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Army. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, go 66.
Kill.
Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On the handoff, this is Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Brady. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Let's set a tone. Alpha. Let's set a tone.
He's checking. Crash. Shift.
Mike one.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Steps away to his left. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. What's quick?
To throw, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On second and a long way to go. Brady buying time to his left. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Silver, Silver. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
Check 3, check 3.
Check it, 3 low.
On first down, Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
On the handoff, Taylor. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
No, no, no. Hey.
Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Check it, reload.
Big stop, let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Here we go.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Brady to throw again. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Wait, set. Alabama, 380.
Check pass, check pass.
Check 3, check 3. 72.
Back, back, back. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Here we go.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift. Out.
Sugar.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
One's the mic. Watch one.
Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
20.
Come off the ball. SOS.
Go Bandit.
SOS.
In motion right here, Boyd.
Check 24. Sugar.
On 4th down, Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.